What's up? Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads, and check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. Thank you. It has been a bad week if you're a G.I. Joe classified collector. This is a line that is in very serious trouble, and it is because of the people that are running this line that it is in trouble. You already have annoyed collectors earlier on this week, which I will show in this video with a tweet that we have from Emily, who is the brand manager of this line. Now what you've done is, it's all culminated, in my view, in this Serpentor Pulse Clone exclusive. And clone being the right word, because whoever decided to put Serpentor as a Pulse Clone exclusive should be sacked immediately. They should be relieved of their duties, whether it be one person or whether it be a team of people. It is ludicrous stuff. Why would you not, if you're trying to build Hasbro Pulse? Because here's some free advice, I suppose. Now, I'm giving this to a mega corporation, so it's probably a bad idea. But why don't you open pre-orders for a character like this and see how many units you can fill? Rather than having a limited amount of units, which allegedly from one of the UK G.I. Joe groups that I've seen, seems to have been 209 Serpentors allotted to the UK. Now that's allegedly. So what's that about? Again, you've opened the EU Hasbro Pulse that ships to like 5 countries. That's an entire continent that you've decided to miss out on. And not only that, but you've also stuck 2 fingers firmly up at independent retailers. What's going on? This is a company in freefall. They don't know what to do with the Power Rangers license. They have absolute goofballs running that. They've goofballs now running the G.I. Joe line. They've complete goofballs running the Star Wars line that have now failed forward into the Indiana Jones line. It's staggering. The only line that seems to be anyway held competently seems to be Transformers. And even the sales for those are dwindling because of the prices that this company are putting forward. Now again, you've got McFarlane Toys that's able to hold his price point. Meanwhile, you've got Hasbro that is charging $80, £80 for this guy with a chariot. That's ludicrous stuff. This is 50 quid max on a store shelf. So let's have a look and see some of the other issues that have happened, which is everybody knows this was going to happen, which was limit of 2 per customer, and you were going to get people that were going to go in. I mean, if they're the premium Pulse members, I suppose that 50 quid has worked out well for them already, because they have, in some cases, as you can see here, doubled their money. So to me, this is a very big problem that should have been gotten ahead of by the company had they been run competently by people. Everybody knew that this was going to happen and this was going to be the end result, except the people that are running this. Why is this a thing? Especially in 2022. Why not just open pre-orders and say, how many Serpentors do we need? 17,000? Great, let's put that out there. It's already a pre-order anyway, so why not do that? Very strange. And what you've done is you've just filled and lined the pockets of people that are doing things like this. Now, here's the thing. We live in a capitalist society and I have no problem with this. What I have a problem with, though, is the stupidity of the company to not only disregard international fans, but now do this then to fans that are genuinely interested in this line, that maybe or maybe not can afford this PulseCon exclusive due to the membership. It's hard to believe, it really is. Who is doing this? Now, this is the brand manager, and I'm going to say this. This person is either way out of the loop, which isn't very good if you're a brand manager, or she's a liar. Now, in my opinion, it's probably most likely, speculatively we'll say, the latter. Because I've talked to a couple of independent retailers around Europe, and in and around when this news broke, it seemed to me, and it seemed to be the type of things that were put towards me, that members of the G.I. Joe team were in touch with these independent retailers because they knew full well what was going to happen. So this, to me, this is a statement that is a lie, in my opinion. I just learned that G.I. Joe Classified is now a Pulse exclusive in UK and EU only. Okay, that only ships to 5 countries, and the UK then ships within itself there. So you've lost out an entire continent there. Unbelievable stuff. The incompetence is unreal. Also, as an aside, because when we talk about independent retailers, they have the ability to hold Hasbro accountable for prices. and they can all grumble and say, hang on here for a second, €30 or £30 or $30 is way too expensive for a 6-inch figure. Now, if they're behind Hasbro Pulse only, the company just laughs and says, well, we can charge whatever we want now. That's a monopoly. Have I got any sort of disagreement with the company doing that themselves and cutting out independent retailers? I do and I don't. There's pros and cons to it for sure. And when you see companies that are getting more interested in going direct from source, that's the world that you're living in, and that is the world that people have enabled. To me, I would prefer to go with the independent retailer. That is just my personal opinion, because I like talking to that average individual that is running that shop and helping them out to have a living, and for them then to show the interest in my interests. That's just me personally. Still available to all retailers in the US and other parts of the world. I'll let you know if when I hear more about this. So he basically told fans outside the USA to get bent. It's absolutely staggering to me. Now, this is what the company were more interested in doing for the last 2 days, and they were roasted in the comments. You've got Dan Yoon that's out there, Short Round that's out there telling people, be respectful of people in the comments, be respectful in the comments. And you've got this pronoun nonsense. What's the story with this? You've got Kermit the Frog's missus here telling you that she's a she-whore. What? I mean, this is why we have eyeballs in our heads, lads. We've eyeballs in our heads for centuries, thousands of years. And yet in the last decade, these people are like, well, you need your pronouns. What are you doing? A conglomerate company that hasn't got a clue as to what this person is, but then saying to you, oh yeah, throw these things behind a PulseCon exclusive. Is there any surprise that this company is in very serious trouble, and it seems to be moving that way? Now, where did this all start with? Some people would speculatively say that this started with Brian Goldner, that he was trying to make Hasbro into a studio rather than focusing on toys. And I have to be honest with you, his successor definitely looks like they're at the same sort of stuff. NFTs, video games, mobile apps, cards, Magic the Gathering. Who cares about that? These are toys. And I am primarily a toy collector. And this is what I'm interested in. I'm not interested in you showing me 5 reveals that are going to be out God knows when. And it's not only that then, but now they're not available to me, because there's no Hasbro Pulse in Ireland. So that means G.I. Joe Classified for me is done. Serious incompetence that's at this company, and it beggars belief as to how these people are running a business, and some of the people that are running the business seem grossly incompetent at what they are doing. Now, of course, you'll get 1 or 2 comments down below, and they will say, oh my god, you're not in business. Listen, I know things very simply, and very simply to me is this: supply and demand is a thing, and if they open Serpentor to everybody around the world, they'd have gotten a lot of units in. Instead, what they've decided to do is limit it, which is going to earn them less money. It's very simple. Very, very easy to know that. So, this company is going to be in serious trouble, I'd say, in the next 5 to 10 years, because it could go the way of the dodo here, lads. And will people be ultimately upset about that? Probably not. But with declining quality, with price increases, and with these people all telling you their pronouns and who to vote for, who has actually caused this whole situation, I don't know about you, but certainly I hope that there's going to be someone that's going to step through the line and going to say, right, we're going to take this up. You've seen Valaverse there now at the moment. They look really good, and that is someone that has previously worked on the Marvel Legends line from what I understand. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to have independent people that are going to step up and are going to make their own action figures. I would love to do that myself one day, because I believe I have a fantastic comic book concept in my mind, and I think that would also translate very well to toys. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell up above for future uploads. Check out the links posted in the description down below to support the channel. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this situation. Were you able to get a Serpentor? And do you think that this company is in serious trouble by the way of giving 2 fingers to international fans? Or do you think that they will be able to survive with a line here now that looks to be increasingly more going towards an American exclusive? Touch later. Good luck.